Greetings, Macadine family. Camille Shabazz here. Hoping all is well with you and family. I wanted to briefly talk about a very touchy and annoying subject to some, and that is polygamy. Chapter 37 of the Macadine goes into polygamy and how polygamy is actually the nature of all male, or most male species across all lines of life. And man is one of those creatures. He is one of those creatures who by nature is polygamous. Now today in America, for the most part, men who have that polygamous nature and act upon that nature are called dogs. But what we find ironic via Macadine is that isn't a dog supposedly the most loyal of creatures? So this polygamy thing, if you go into history, polygamy, and till this day, polygamy is about 65 to 70% still practiced globally on that scale. And if you look at monogamy in America, it has failed, and it is failing rapidly every day. Every day. You know, they say 1 out of 2 marriages fail, but in certain regions, 7 and 8 out of 10 in America in divorce. Now, some say it's because, of finance and other social issues, but for the most part, it's because men have a polygamous nature, which causes them to go out and seek relationships, not necessarily sexual relationships, but relationships with women. Now, real polygamists by nature are not sex dogs. Polygamy is not about sex. No man is trying to satisfy on, 5 and 6 women like some gorilla or some other beast of the field. We're talking about responsibility. That's what polygamy equals. Preventing the social ill of prostitution and lewdness and all the other sexual plagues that's going on among the American society, where everyone is sex crazed. We're not on that page. A real polygamist takes care of business. He's taking care of families. He's teaching, he's training, he's elevating, he's nourishing. Now, in the black community, although there's 4 million more women in the world over men, in the black community, in some places it's 30 to 1. 45 to 1 in certain black pockets in America, because 1 million black men are in prison. And then you have another 10%, 15% who are gay. Then you have another 25% who are disabled, whether it be mentally or physically, or whether it be sexually, or maybe they have some type of drug addiction, where they're unqualified to even be in the position of a husband, caretaker, protector, and provider. So those who understand that there's this imbalance that's so superior, so supreme in the black community that must be remedied, and to the dismay of many, polygamy is the solution. It is the solution, because war is and always will be waged against the black man and the black family in this hostile environment. So we have to counterbalance that. We have to counteract that. And there's more to it than just polygamy. But polygamy is necessary in this day and time, whether it's liked or not. Because for the most part, it's being practiced. All this sleeping around and creeping around that most of us do, not me, is because of your polygamous nature gone awry. You must be taught properly on the principles of polygamy. Polygamy is not religious. Polygamy is an agreement with adults on how they're going to handle their relationship affairs. This is not some blanket type of practice or principle. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be hurt by this, but it's necessary. It is necessary. And you need to stop being selfish and understand that war is waged upon your existence. Genocide has always been the function of America when it comes to black people in this country. They're here to destroy us. That's it. They don't want us to have anything, but they want you to be an eternal worker, adding to this chaotic and disgraceful country. Polygamy has to be practiced correctly, or else the chaos will continue. But like they say, above all thy gettings, get an understanding. Don't just play with that, because it's a serious subject, and when not done right, people can lose their lives and their minds. So study before you go into that avenue of life, but also know that in order to go into that life, you must be mentally, physically, and financially qualified to do so. Because once again, it's not about sex. It's about survival. It's about survival and keeping our numbers and getting our numbers back up that are being destroyed via abortion, black on black crime, and all other types of diseases. We have too many things that we have to protect ourselves against and go to war against ourselves. So once again, before going into polygamy, study, understand it, and know that it's for survival purposes. And at the same time, there's those that's just wired to be that way. That's it, that's all. Don't hate a man because of his nature. Understand that nature, deal with it, or let it alone. But don't try to change a man that's that type of way. Don't do that. Because your house will not stand. It will fall if there's division and misunderstanding. More later. Peace.